Ladies and gentlemen, I won $500 tonight off UFC Abu Dhabi. Really was originally 600, but I put some on Cory plus 5.5 and GTRP. On Cory plus 5.5, and those who don't know what plus 5.5 means, that just means Cory has to win at least one round on all judge scorecards. Two judges gave him a round, one judge didn't, having it 50-45, so that bet doesn't pay out. So I walk away with 5 units. A unit for me is $100. And it's time for me to recap the card. It was cool. It was a lot of disappointments, I go through. I had a bet on Davis and Figueiredo. I had a bet on Michal Oleksiejczuk. I had Cory plus 5.5. I had a bet on Loopy plus 3.5 that hit. I had Osmot that hit. I had Kawe Fernandez that hit. Shamil that hit. Sam Hughes plus 3.5. She ended up winning the fight that hit. And Cedricus Dumas. The main event just went off, and I'm a little underwhelmed. I'm only underwhelmed because I know Cory Sandhagen could have brought the heat more. Looking at the end of that, his right ankle was swollen, but that's not an excuse. But in the 5th round, he decided to turn up the heat. Hands down, walking forward. Even though he was on the back foot, he was winging hooks, But Cory Sandhagen told us that Umar's grappling isn't on his peers' level. He could get the fight to the ground for sure, but his control isn't as good as a Makhachev or a Bilal or Habib himself, right? So I think we need to calm down with the comparisons. Even though there's not many comparisons, it's really Islam being compared to them, to Habib. But Nurmagomedov won this fight. I'm looking down here. Nurmagomedov won this fight with his striking. He outstruck Cory Sandhagen. He outgrappled him too, but Cory was defensively grappling beautifully, defending hooks, defending chokes. Like Cory, grappling was 50-50 for me, and only because Cory defended so much. But Umar won this fight on the feet, and then at the end of rounds, he would finally get the takedown to secure it. So Umar fought a great fight. I'm not itching to see him fight for a title, but there is nobody else, and he beat number 2 ranked Cory Sandhagen, who, in my opinion, could have pulled a Sean Strickland and waited. He could have said, I'm not fighting until I get a title shot, and they probably would have gave him a title shot. But he decided to be a real one, and it didn't pay off. It did not pay off. He ended up losing to Umar Nurmagomedov. He got outstruck pretty much every round. It sucks, man. I thought Cory was going to slice and dice him, throw elbows, throw knees, but they were pretty even on kicks. Both landing low kicks, both landing deep kicks. Umar was landing his left hook. Cory was landing his left hook, but Umar was landing 1-2. Umar was landing more combinations, while Cory was landing one at a time. Umar was opening up, and then, like I said, at the end of the rounds, he'll shoot. Sharp Bullet. He's a tough motherfucker. I had a 29-28. I had Michal win the first fight. Even though he was behind on significant strikes landed, I think he had more impactful and damaging strikes landed in the first round. And Michal, the scorecards don't really show. Michal had a hell of a fight. I don't know if a lot of people are going to say that, but I don't give a damn. Michal had a hell of a fight. Pressure, staying in Char's face, landing his 1-2, landing his left hook, landing his right hook. He showed the blueprint to be Char. Have cardio, put pressure on him, and land. Figgy versus Marlon Vera. A fight that I cashed. I ended up having like $250 on it. Won me about 500. Won me about 400. Won me about, I don't know what the fuck it was. Okay, anyways. Did we see Marlon Vera get dropped for the first time in his career? I don't know. Y'all tell me. But Figgy looked good. I mean, Figgy, I said this in the predictions. Figgy's going to take the path of least resistance. And he literally took the path of least resistance. In the first round. In the second round, Cheeto started stuffing shots and landing. It's like, okay, Figgy, you're going to have to dig deep. And Figgy showed that he could dig deep. And he could stand in the pocket with Cheeto. And he could outland Cheeto. And he could hurt Cheeto. So, that's a great win by Figgy. Great win by Figgy. Next fight I'd like to see is Figgy versus Cory Sandhagen. I'm about to see Figgy versus Cory Sandhagen. I think that's the fight to make. Figgy versus Cory Sandhagen. Moving on, Tony Ferguson. I didn't break the fight down, and y'all can see why. It still hurts to see him fight. Loopy, Mackenzie Dern looked good compared to all of her other performances. Her striking looked better. Her striking defense is still abysmal, but she was popping out that jab, fast, snappy, 1-2s, throwing combinations, landing. She did a good job. I had Loopy plus 3.5. I'm glad I almost went Loopy straight up, but I went Loopy plus 3.5. Ended up paying off. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, Mackenzie, she's back with her old striking coach. You could tell she looked sharp offensively, not defensively. And that's all I really have to say. Joel Alvarez versus Elvis Brenner. He showed the levels. Not the levels. He just showed. Joel showed that he's patient. He's not going to waste movement. He's not going to bite on feints. He's going to use his length with his jab. He's going to use his teep kicks and his push kicks until he can land his power right hand. Or get in clinch and land knees. So, great job, Joel. Prelims, Azamat embarrassed Alonzo. Fernandez embarrassed Yaya. Shamil the Blob Gaziev back on the win column. Not in the most impressive way, but hey. Fuck it. Grom Kutuladze escapes by the hair on his chinny chin chin. Jordan Fusenik looks damn good. UFC debut on short notice against Grom Kutuladze. Looked damn good, but Grom gritted, showed the experience and gritted towards the end. I think what lost Fusenik that fight is when he rushed to take the back from Grom, and Grom shook him off. That lost him the fight. Victoria Dudakova gets exposed for not being as good as she is. 8-1. Her O's taken. Jai Herbert and Cedric Dumas, Dennis Tallulah sucks. Let's get up out of here. Yeah, we walked away with some money, so always good when you can walk away with some money. I don't think I'm going to make instant reactions video because there wasn't a lot of reactions to be had. Just wasn't. So, like, comment, subscribe. Help out that algorithm, please. I urge you. If you guys didn't catch this live watch party, the next fight night, there'll be another one. I urge you guys to catch one of these. It's fun hanging out with you guys, cracking a few. And yeah, betting some money in GTRP. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all ain't got to go home, but y'all got to get up out of here. Yeet.